Good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to change the headlight and the assembly in the 2011 Buick Lacrosse. This should work for 2010 through 2013. As you can see, my HID light on my driver's side works. My HID on my passenger side is dead. You can also see the condensation. That's what's killing this light all the time. Two things to remember when you go to buy parts. Get the HID light, it's usually about $100. And also get the ballast just in case. Save you a second trip to the store to buy a part. The procedure is very easy. It'll take about an hour, hour and a half. And you only need a few basic tools. So let's open this up. And you can see I have a T20 star socket, 7mm socket, my 1/4-inch drives, and a Phillips head screwdriver. There is one other socket you'll need to remove the bolts from here and here. I believe it's about 11mm. We'll find out after we take the shroud off. So your first step is going to be to take the shroud off. This pops up real easy. Make sure you have your fingers over the plastic buttons so they don't go flying on you. You can see this whole thing starts coming up nice and easy. Okay, so I've gotten the shroud off and I laid it to the side. Came off real easy. Now, you've got a bunch of bolts you gotta look at. These bolts here hold your grill on. Okay, they're 11mm. Let me double check that. 10mm, I'm sorry. The 10mm socket. So that's the only, these are all the tools you need. These are all pretty basic. You could buy a set of these star sockets. You could buy these at Lowe's, usually for about 15 bucks. They're worth having because all new cars pretty much use those types of nuts and bolts. The first bolt you want to attack are the wheel well. In this case, I'm doing the passenger side. You have 4 screws. I don't know if you could see it on this. You have the 3 that need the star socket. And then there's a 4th one that attaches to the fender, and that's going to be your Phillips head screwdriver. So you got to get those removed first. Okay, the screws from the wheel well are now removed, and I'm going to remove the grill bolts. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And then I'm going to start to remove the headlight retaining bolts. You have 1, you got 2, and then there's 1 way underneath here. And you kind of have to feel for it. And I believe there's 1 right here. You have to make sure you get all 4 bolts or else you're going to break your headlight assembly. In this case, for me, it doesn't matter because I'm replacing the whole assembly. Learn to do this, will save you about 600 bucks going to the dealership. So we're going to remove this stuff and I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see, I've separated the bumper skirt from the fender. The 3rd bolt is right here at the front, and the 4th bolt is underneath. You're really going to have to feel for it. You'll be able to feel the difference in the bolts. Because this isn't on a lift, so, you know, we're doing this in the driveway. So you're going to have to do some feeling around. Once you remove those bolts, the headlight assembly will come out. Okay, so all the nuts and bolts are out of this. I can now lift out the assembly. As you can see, to change it from the back is virtually impossible. And it's the same thing on the driver's side. There's no way to change it. You do have to go through this whole process. Like I said, to learn this by yourself and to do it yourself, The headlight will cost you about $100. If you have to buy the ballast, it's about another $65. And the dealership will charge you probably about $800 to replace both. In this case, I have to replace the lens too. So I'm just replacing the entire assembly. Dealership wanted over $2,000. I'm replacing the whole assembly for under $300. So tell me it's not worth it. Here you go. The assembly is completely out. And as you can see, your headlight is back here. You have to open this up. You remove the 3 screws. You disconnect the wire here. And then you pull out the assembly. These 3 screws are a bracket that holds the bulb in place. Alright, and that's pretty much it, guys. And then when you go to put it back together, it's all reversed. When you put the new assembly in and put your assembly back, don't tighten the screws all the way down, as you have to make adjustments for the screw holes. So just like, going a few turns. As you can see, this is where the hole was. I had an accident a couple years ago, and this is what they replaced it with. Yeah, insurance company doesn't pay for new parts. Good luck, and feel free to leave any comments if you have any questions. Couple quick things I almost forgot. I now have working headlight. Yay! And let me show you on the old one also. This is your ballast. It's underneath both assemblies. You have one under each assembly. Alright, that's why I told you buy both. You can install one. If it doesn't work, then you know the other one's bad, and you can change it and take the other one back for a refund. So have a great day.